All the fun of a body switching movie with incest. We saw The Secret, so you know what that means.
Schwarzenegger grow a baby in his belly, rock a rhinestone vest while ripping Justin to Kelly, or maybe see a burlesque show with Nick Crow and take a boat with speed to hitting cruise control. J-Man, Big Paul in the beautiful June, gonna take you from the goob all the way to the room. Ran the games of Street Fighter, helped to blow off steam, just a sucker punch the odd life of Timothy Green. Sharknado to Birdemic, how we staying alive. They call it in the badass and he's on the line, cranking 88 minutes cause they cool as ice, cause a bad Jim Varney looking kinda nice. Paul and June getting literal, Jason is getting laid. June is making sure all the monkey shots getting paid. They judge a bunch of movies while they're making the grade. Here's a real question for you, how did this get made? That's a good look, Haru.
What's that smell?
Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to How Did This Get Made? Matinee Monday, where we pull an old episode out of the vault for you to enjoy one more time. And this one is a great, crazy episode. It is a movie with David Duchovny, Olivia Thirlby, and Lily Taylor. Lily Taylor is killed in a car accident while she's riding with her daughter, and she takes over her daughter's body, and then David Duchovny is attracted to his daughter. Yikes. We did not have June on this episode, but we were able to tell her the premise and get her reaction live in studio at the end of the episode. But don't be upset because we have two killer guests. Of course, I am talking about the killer guests of Joel Kim Booster and Topher Grace, who both really help unpack the insanity of this plot. And again, if you didn't understand it, it's a body switch movie in which the father becomes attracted to the daughter. Let us break it down for you right here.
Let's just lay out the premise on the table. This is a body swapping movie where one of the people dies.
Yes.
And the other one is in the other's body. So the mother is in the daughter's body, and occasionally in sleep or after doing some special K, the daughter will pop out every now and then.
Yeah.
But it basically is the story
So
of...
it's not a body swapping movie as much as it is the mother has jumped into the mother's
body.
psyche or whatever has jumped into the daughter's body.
Yes.
So both are present in the one body while Lily Taylor's body is Dunzo.
It's
Yes.
very Get Out-esque. In fact, I think Jordan Peele might have ripped Get
Wow.
Out from
Shots
this movie.
fired.
Well,
That's the secret of the secret
Putting-
is he
stole the whole thing.
He stole Get Out from
this was
movie.
one of those things where I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, when watching that first 20 minutes, I was like, oh, is this like a real movie that I just missed?
well,
Is
that's
this
No,
like
dude,
a...
it was awful.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Before I even understood what it was, which was weird, by the way, how her body transferred. I guess she held her hand.
And was screaming for
Yeah,
her.
I was screaming.
By the way,
Yeah.
that hospital is a terrible hospital.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
They let him watch his wife and daughter die while he's
right.
standing 2 feet from them. They let the mother hold the daughter's hand while they're trying to resuscitate her.
And she only noticed that she had a pulse because the daughter indicated that she with her
moved
hand.
her finger.
It was like, well,
And it's like, well, thank God
Isn't
for
she-
that nurse. Like, who is
Like, why
Everyone
isn't
in
she
this-
still hooked up to machines?
everyone in this movie is so incredibly callous in front of everybody. I mean, whether it's a teenager going, ho, like after finding out, like this teenager in his reality, his friend's mother died. He's like, cool, you got your wish.
Yeah, isn't that weird, man?
And then like
it came true.
And then the doctor in the hospital's like, call it. Like he's just like,
No, that was the best guy. The guy who goes up to her and goes up to David Duchovny. He's like, we've called it. She's dead. And then he goes, she's alive. And he goes, oh shit. And he just kind of runs back.
He just like runs
And
into
then,
another
Get her to
room.
the
and then it's
ICU.
literally cut to them like coming home, and she's like, "I guess I'll do my homework." Like, so what happens? Like, the movie is about what you. So there is something interesting about this to me. I was like, oh, so the mother's persona is in the daughter's body now. The daughter is not present. Now it's up to Lily Taylor in the body of her daughter to convince David Duchovny that it's her. Right? Which is such a good setup for a movie to me. Like, he's going to be like, this is trauma, this is something, blah, 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 all this stuff. And he essentially immediately is like, I believe you.
Yeah.
Well, no. He doesn't do that. He goes to the library, takes off his
That's right.
sweater.
Goth library.
Talks to a goth library. What is going on? He's like, oh, I'll ask her. She knows what's up.
and then goes to a doctor.
No, but before that, the best part of the whole movie for me was that when they show this montage of him doing research, he types into Google,
yes.
scientific research.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what he's Googling.
Yeah.
Scientific research.
Keep in mind, he's a doctor.
That's right.
He's a doctor.
He goes to meet this man.
Thank God that scientist was close by.
Oh, yeah. And the scientist tells him a story that really has nothing to do with what's going on. The scientist tells him this.
In a small African village, a woman was in a coma after a serious illness, and she miraculously revived.
When did this happen?
About 10 years ago. But when she woke up, she said she was someone else. A young girl who had died that same day in a village over 100 miles away. The woman knew intimate details, everything about the young girl's life.
Were they from the same family?
As far as I was able to determine, the two were complete strangers. I mean, no connection between them whatsoever.
So not related.
The woman recovered from her illness, but retained the girl's personality.
Nothing. There's no similarities there. And by the way,
No, it is. It's essentially this. It's a similar.
It's a similar thing, but it's like that to me is like. Well, he's like, all right. Well, do they know each other? No.
And it also doesn't help him.
No,
it helps him not at all in search of a solution, which is what you're assuming he's there for.
Wow. Okay, so you can listen to this wherever you get your How Did This Get Made podcast, or if you've never listened to How Did This Get Made and you just find yourself here for no reason, because maybe you're like just into movie information about the film The Secret, well, then check out How Did This Get Made, where we talk about insane movies like this every single week. Remember to follow us if you listen to us on the Apple podcast, but just come back here every Monday and we'll give you a little sampler of what we have in store for you in the newly released from the vault episodes. Bye for now. We'll see you next week. Like, subscribe, and do all the things that you like to do on social media. Bye for now.